One day I needed a new cutlery set, so I started browse online. But you know me, I always feel more comfortable seeing things in person. So I visited a few stores and came across two sets. One was labeled Satin Finish, the other Polished. While they weren't exactly identical in appearance, it wasn't easy to tell the real difference just by looking. After chatting with the salesperson and doing some research, I realized that the difference between satin and polished cutlery isn't just about the level of shine. It's about texture, style, how easy they are to maintain, and even personality. Let's start with the satin cutlery set. Satin gives a softer feeling to the touch and has a simpler, more understated design. We can describe this set as elegant without being flashy. If polished cutlery is that flashy dinner guest who demands attention, satin is the elegant one, quietly sipping wine in the corner. Its surface has a subtle, matte-like appearance, often described as brushed or soft. It doesn't shout, it whispers. Appearance: it has a low gloss. Light diffuses evenly on the surface, giving it a calm, almost velvety look. Feel: when you touch it, you'll notice a slight roughness. It's like finely sanded metal, not exactly abrasive, but you'll feel a gentle resistance. Pros of satin cutlery: hides fingerprints. Satin cutlery hides fingerprints much better than polished. This means you won't have to constantly grab a cloth to wipe off smudges, which is a huge advantage, especially in a busy household. Modern look: it gives a much more modern feel. If you have a Scandinavian-style kitchen or prefer a minimalist aesthetic, you'll find a perfect match. Scratch resistant: one of the most important features is that scratches are far less noticeable on satin finishes. Cons of satin cutlery: if high shine is a must for you, satin cutlery may feel too matte or understated. If you're going for a more affordable set, I recommend reading the product details carefully. If poorly made, the surface may look uneven over time. Now let's talk about polished cutlery. This is the classic mirror finish type. Think of the silverware you see in high-end restaurants or that special set your grandmother brings out for holidays. If sparkle and shine are important to you, this is definitely the finish to get. Appearance: its ultra-glossy design can feel like you're looking into a mirror. You can literally see your face reflected in the spoon. Feel: when you touch it, it feels incredibly smooth and slick. I recommend keeping your hands dry. If they're wet, the cutlery can almost slip right out. Elegant and eye-catching: it's incredibly elegant and truly eye-catching with its high gloss. Timeless appeal: perfect for those who want a timeless, traditional style that exudes sophistication. Versatile styling: looks great on dark tablecloths, against rustic wood, or with formal place settings. Shows everything: every fingerprint, scratch, and water spot? Unfortunately, they all show up very clearly. High maintenance: it needs to be wiped frequently to maintain its brilliant shine, which can be a bit of a chore. Which one should you choose? Here's the thing: neither one is inherently better. It all depends on your personal style, your patience for upkeep, and how much you actually enjoy wiping silverware. If you want something low maintenance, modern, and subtle, go for satin. If you love sparkle and don't mind the upkeep, polished is definitely for you. One more tip: lighting matters. Satin looks soft and inviting in natural light, while polished truly sparkles under warm artificial bulbs. It's weird but true. And one final warning: try not to mix them in the same table setting. It's a bit like wearing sneakers with a suit. It can work sometimes, but it usually doesn't create the cohesive look you're going for. So whether you're building your kitchen from scratch, or finally ready to ditch that drawer full of mismatched forks, now you know the real difference. Which personality will you bring to your table?